Good everyone, today's video, well bonus video I should say, and today it's not one scumbag alert, it's a double scumbag alert. So I thought, what better way to represent that in the thumbnail than to use a bit of Pokemon, because I'm a bit of a sado. If you don't know what the thumbnail's meant to represent, it's Team Rocket from Pokemon. It's what their catchphrase is, the thumbnail, because it's prepare for trouble and make it double. So, less of the Pokemon references, and let's get into the incident that occurred. So, I was out in my Zhukovsky's Chaika, because I realised I haven't actually done a review on this thing, which, to be honest, not many people would probably care about it anyway, but even so. So obviously, with the incident that occurred, and I've just noticed someone's PMing me, with the incident that occurred, this involved me to have to kill 2 players, which obviously you're going to see in the video's title. Because obviously, double scumbag. And I had to kill both of them. This got me kicked out of the game, obviously, and obviously I checked with a moderator to see if I did everything correctly. And, well, one guy who was in the chat with me said, just record it just to be sure. Now, I haven't had any detriment of effect or detriment to myself because of this incident, so clearly it's not been that bad. But it's better to be safe than sorry. So, our players' names today are Liveteamkiller1 and GnaaEmployee2. These appear to be troll accounts. So let's get into it. Now you'll notice the replay is only about 2 minutes long, but don't worry, I'm going to pause it during specific mentions of note, shall we say. So, 2 minutes 14 on the replay. Don't worry, the action takes place in the first 30 seconds, it bloody felt like. Obviously, not in the replay, but like when you spawn in and everything. So, I'm just going to turn down my volume because I've been playing. Because I've not been able to record this. Oh, hold on. It's now going from my. It was going from my my monitor then. I do apologise. So, let's pause it here. So there is GnaaEmployee2 in his MiG-3. He's in a 15. And Liveteamkiller1 has just spawned in an I-16 Type 5. I started rolling, as you would expect. I'm going to put it to half speed. So, I get on the move, and obviously I get wheels up and start turning to the right. This is very typical of what I do. And there you can see that is actually Liveteamkiller opening fire. And I looked behind and I immediately grew suspicious. So I'm going to put it back to 1 times speed now. I immediately grew suspicious. And here you can see. He's not even got his wheels up and he's turning towards me. Naturally, my response was to keep an eye on him. And I'm sort of glad I did. Here comes the tracer fire. So immediately my first action is, right, you want a war, mate? Okay, Ishak versus a Chaika. I know what's going to win this argument. And it ain't the Ishak. And that right there was GnaaEmployee. And if you think I'm bullshitting, there he is. He even dove for me. Now, as far as I could tell, these 2 were not in a squad. At least I don't think they were during the time of this battle. I don't actually remember, like, fully, but I know it was these 2. I have no reason to believe that GnaaEmployee... Well, in fact, I do have a reason to believe that these 2 are in a squad. Possibly. However, I don't see why Gnaa, even if he wasn't in a squad, attacked my aircraft. Because, well, I was only defending myself. So let's get back to it. So obviously, at this point, I'm sick of his shit, and well, I'm gonna shoot him down. But here's where Gnaa really shows that he is a total bellend. An innocent I-16 Type 5 player gets blown out the sky by GnaaEmployee. What did he do wrong? But don't worry about that. We're about to shoot down one of the scumbags. Obviously at lower speed, the I-16 Type 5 doesn't stand a hope in hell against a Chaika, so I kill him. And look, I knew GnaaEmployee was going to engage me, because he's coming right at my nose. So yes, I did fire first, but even then, I had perfect reason to believe he was going to do that. So I dodge out of the way, and obviously the MiG is not going to stand a chance against a Chaika in a dogfight. Charles Vane 1, well sorry, 12, has crashed on the runway, and he's going to pretty much try and accuse me of starting this whole incident, but of course, I haven't. But the MiG-3, because he's an absolute brainless idiot, thinks going vertical when I have easy shots on you is smart. And what's my rule, folks? I don't take no prisoners. And this is where it started to get a bit annoying for me. Livestream Killer accuses me of being a team killer. Well, all evidence points to the contrary, my friend. So I'm going to leave it here because that's really where the incident ends, and obviously I get kicked because the MiG obviously jumps out. And it's quite clear to me this is just a smurfing troll, and this is the worst kind of smurfing troll. It's really frustrating because incidents like this occur because players get to make multiple accounts and they suffer no backlash. They suffer nothing. These accounts are not going to get banned. This guy's level 2 and he's already being a prick. That just tells you exactly. I mean, look, 6 minutes in arcade and they jump straight to realistic. 14 minutes played on a fighter and yet he's got such bad overall usage of stats and everything. He has no air kills, no ground targets, no naval, no nothing, and yet he has 20-1 in an I-15 M22. This is a trolling account. Let's go over to GnaaEmployee2, who's currently burning, because, well, he needs to burn himself, the piece of shit. And once again, a smurfing troll. Not a very good one, but a smurfing troll. And it's just, these guys are getting away with using these accounts to troll. But am I going to stand for it? No. So, do report these players. These are needing to be exterminated. GnaaEmployee soon burnt down, and obviously he soon died, and that's why I was kicked out of the game. I only lost 6,000 lines, and even then I made it up in the next battle, which is going to be the review battle of the Chaika, by the way. But I'm just getting sick to death of this now. It's getting to the point where incidents like this are very common. So, and it doesn't help that I had one player, this guy right here, accusing me pretty much of starting the incident. No, if you check the replay, buddy, you'll see that I was in the right to execute them. We've already lost an I-16, an innocent I-16, to GnaaEmployee. And not only that, Livestream Killer attempted to attack me. So, you can sort of see what I mean. And it's just pathetic that we're having to deal with this so often now. If you even go and look on Hairy Feet's HE162 video, you'll see exactly what I mean. Gaijin, for the love of God, you need to do something about this. This is getting far too common, and this is getting out of hand. The cheating's not been fixed, and the team killing and trolls have not been fixed. You need to start banning these accounts. These cannot be allowed. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's video on these two scumbags. Make sure to report them. GnaaEmployee2 and Liveteamkiller. Well, I thought it was Livestream Killer. I do apologize. Liveteamkiller1. And that name just gives it away. That these two are just total bellends. I'll catch you all on next one.